Welcome to Achal Tsikhe. Although Samtskhe Javakheti as a whole is very beautiful, this place isn't particularly exciting. But before we go to more exciting places, I do want to show you this. The castle, built in the 9th century and completely restored in 2011. Here is a view of the surrounding town. Achal Tsikhe means new fortress in Georgian, and before there was a fortress here, the town was called Lomsia. As you can see, this place is both huge and pretty. Let me show you around. The town itself is very loud, rather unpleasant to be in, and unremarkable. Here is my room. It's very pink, but otherwise perfectly fine. It's 6 AM now, and I'm only awake because I've had to change my plans last minute because the bus I wanted to catch doesn't exist.
Schivები ხატმზის ნეტავირა შედრება თქვენს ლამაზ ღიმილს დაგილოცავთ მაგ თვალების ელვარების შუქს იკეკულცეთ კიდე დოკლეთ დაგვატუმეთი შუ ეს ქვეყანა დროვის ალში გავიარე სიყვარულის ჭრილობა ვერ დავიარე
Leaving Georgia, entering Armenia, but I'm not filming the crossing because I don't like being arrested. Welcome to Kilikia bus station in Yerevan, but I now have no mobile data, so let's see if I can find the hotel. And this is it, if you're interested. I start exploring in the Barakamatun area of Yerevan, where there's a great view of Mount Ararat. Amongst the mountains of Ararat is where Noah's Ark is believed to have landed, and its name and image can often be seen throughout Armenia, much like Mount Fuji in Japan. Today, it stands across the border in foreign land. This place is pretty characteristic of Yerevan as a whole aesthetically. This is the area outside Republic Square metro station, though the square itself is a short distance walk away from here. Many parts of the city are both shaded and relatively quiet, which is nice, but a lot is not. And this place is Republic Square at the approximate centre of the city. Most things worth seeing are near here, such as the National Gallery, if you're into that sort of thing, and the Parliament building, which it's strictly forbidden to take video of, but that didn't stop me. Although not to the same extent as Batumi, Yerevan has lots of water fountains, which are much appreciated in this heat. At the other end of the park immediately adjacent to Republic Square is this place. On the right is the Yerevan History Museum, which has a map of the old town carved into the wall. And this cool building seems to be made of the black stone characteristic of further north of the country. I wonder what it could be. An Ararat distillery, of course. Oh look, there's another one. And these guys are putting up even more Armenian flags. You know, wandering around this city, I would have thought they'd have enough of them already. If you want a much better view of Mount Ararat, come here. I'm currently standing on the Victory Bridge over the Hradzan River. Just like how Tbilisi has the Mother Georgia statue, Yerevan appears to have a Mother Armenia statue as well. Here is a great example of how oppressive the traffic can be. Can you spot the crossing? Neither can I. I rushed back to try and get a view of Ararat as the sun started going down, but unfortunately there's haze in the way. This church looks rather magnificent now that the sun's going down. And right over there is my hotel. It's the next day and it's time to check out. This guy is Sasunsi David, or David of Sassoon in English. Behind him is Yerevan's main train station, which will be the departure point for our next journey. The station and the park in front of it is actually quite nice. And this is the platform area. It's not glamorous, but it is shaded, so it's perfectly fine for an hour's wait or so. This is somebody else's picture of the train we were riding on. This is the not quite as aesthetically pleasing, but still very nice Gyumri train station. This is definitely one of the best value hotels I've come across in the region so far, especially as it's actually in the city centre. This looks to be a very pleasant place to go exploring in. I really like it already. This is the Holy Saviour's Church, one of the many notable landmarks in Gyumri. Despite many earthquakes, it's been standing for over 150 years. It's very windy here, but when it's so hot, this is a good thing. As positive as I have been about this city so far, we have to remember this is Armenia, so most of it is rather poor indeed. Unfortunately, there isn't a tremendous amount to say about most specific locations in Gyumri, but I still wanted to show you around and show you why I like this place so much, because I'll definitely be coming back someday. Anyway, it's time to continue my journey further north. Once again, it's windy and shady, so although I'm outside, it's perfectly pleasant to wait here for a little while. The train is operated by the South Caucasus Railway, which is a subsidiary of the Russian Railway. I'm back in Georgia now at the Sadakhlo border control point. I now need to get stamped into the country and then go to sleep. This is Batumi, but we're not here for long. Welcome to Mestia in the Upper Sveneti region of Georgia, and my favourite place in the whole wide world. As it's my favourite place in the whole wide world, I'm not going to move on just yet, because I'd quite like to show you around the town first. This is the upper course of the river, and it's therefore very loud. The scenery's pretty good around here as well. This place, as tiny as it is, also has an airport. And the last thing for today is to show you that you really don't need to go far from the town to see good views. It's the next day, it's just gone 7 AM, so the sun has only just risen, and it's time for a big hike. This is the highest up I will reach today. It's 3,140 metres above sea level and 1,730 metres above Mestia, where I started. I would like to go further, but the ground is very silty and also there's a glacier in the pathway, so it's probably not safe to do that. Predictably, the next day, everything hurt, so there's not a lot to talk about from today. I mostly stayed inside. Apart from when I went for a little wander at night, which was nice. It's the next day, and it's time to leave the mountains. Have a quick room review though. This one is nice, but last year's one was way cheaper and way better. This year I'm flying out of the mountains, so here are some pictures of the very small airport terminal you're not allowed to take pictures of.
შახენეო აპარეგან თორედა თვის რისკენიტოლებან ქალავშავ თვანტრად მაპარება ანავ ჯერ ხოშირად მიყოლება გესმე შესწორფელი ვიქ
one very long and very slow bus ride later, and welcome to Tavisoplebis Moedani at the approximate centre of Tbilisi. For those who are interested, this is somehow the cheapest and best room of the entire trip. The city is divided by the Mtkvari River, and in the background is the Bridge of Peace, which looks way more modern than anything that surrounds it, and there are quite a few buildings in this city with that quality. There's also this interesting tube-shaped building, which is abandoned, and was abandoned last year, so I have no idea who built it, or why, or what it's for. Nearby is Rika Park, also at the approximate centre of the city, which provides some much needed respite from the traffic noise and is also the departure point for the cable car to Narikala Fortress. Above this wall is even more city, but to reach it you need to climb a flight of steps on the right hand side. In 41-degree heat, this is not recommended, so check the location of your hotel to ensure you don't need to do this. This is some sort of hot air balloon, if you're wondering. And this is the Rika Park cable car station. For my own personal interest, here's a few shots of Arkatili, which is a district of Tbilisi in the southeast and one of the poorer ones. The area around the metro station is perfectly serviceable, but step away for about 5 minutes and, well, yeah. One thing I love about this city is that there's always something to see on every street corner, such as these statues, this pedestrian-only street, and this monastery thing. I'm not actually sure. This is the Mother Georgia statue, like the one in Armenia, and on the other side of the hill is nature. This is the very edge of the city. Look, here's a view on the other side. Rustaveli Avenue is Tbilisi's high street, and most important things can be found near here, such as Rika Park, which we've seen already, Liberty Square, which we've also seen already, and the Parliament building. It's getting late, but I'm not going home just yet. Having taken the metro to the State University and the number 401 bus as far as it can take me, I'm now walking about 40 minutes down the road to Napetvreby to Takara Stage to see the Sukhishvili Georgia National Ballet. This is actually on its own quite a pleasant nature walk, but be careful because there's no pavements here and the quality of road maintenance is variable. In many Eastern Orthodox countries, like Georgia, little churches are built at the side of the road where a fatal accident has taken place. Unfortunately, road safety in this part of the world is extremely poor. In many places, you can find free roaming cattle. All done, but unfortunately the taxi doesn't want to take me the short distance to the bus stop, so I have to walk instead. My last day in the region wasn't very eventful. I had a lie-in on account of the late bedtime, and now I'm at Tbilisi Reservoir hoping to get a swim before I fly home. Up there is Shotters Mountain, which has a great view during sunrise and sunset, but unfortunately this year I can't show it to you. I need to go. So begins my last great journey. A bus, and then Tbilisi Metro, and then another bus, and then 2 planes, and then a train, and then the London Underground, and then another train, and then I'm home.